What's going on, Swill gang? Welcome back for another banging video. All right, so today, my friends, if you guys haven't looked at that title, we're going to a place called Masan Bar and Grill. So we're gonna check this thing out and see if it's good or not, because we got some word on the street that this place is a banger. So we're gonna go check this thing out. But if this is the first time you guys joined the channel, make sure it's not your last. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure that notification bell is turned on. So whenever I post, my friends, you will be first alerted. All right, Swill gang, we made it back. All right, let's go ahead and get some adjustment on this camera here. All right, so we got the takeout. And what we ended up getting, now, it was a big old change of plans, guys. Now, I had talked to the owner, and the owner was like, hey, you know, check out my restaurant. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna come by, but you gotta pick out what I was gonna eat. But they weren't there. So I was kind of like, And they were naming all kind of different things. So what happened is they get seen where I work at. And they were doing some, you know, free advertisement. But I said, you know what? I will stop through there, you know, when I come back to this area again. And I did. But they weren't in the office. So I said, well, they weren't in the restaurant. So I was like, you know what? What are we going to get? Now, I know that they were trying to figure out what I was going to eat. And one thing that they did mention was the bourbon chicken. Now, I told them any kind of Chinese food that they have is, I love it. It doesn't matter what it is. I eat all Chinese food, so it doesn't matter. But we did manage to end up getting the bourbon chicken, and everything was pretty easy to order. It was on a little touch screen and everything like that, which I think it needed to be wiped off. Because, you know, when people start putting their fingers on those things, I don't like that. You know, it's kind of gritty. But the restaurant was very clean, very immaculate, and I appreciate that. But we also had to get an egg roll. But we always judge restaurants by their egg roll. So we're going to check that thing out first. And we got some drink. All right, so let's open this bad boy up here, this egg roll. And they make everything fresh, so it's cool. Looks like it has some kind of sauce. Maybe that's a soy sauce or something like that. But I don't usually put anything on my egg rolls. I eat it the way it is. All right, so this is what it looks like right here, guys. Sunshine is like flowing hardcore. But let's check this thing out, man. I'm excited about this. All right, amazing girl. This egg roll is actually pretty good. It's a little on the crunchy side on the outside, but it's fine. Nothing wrong with it at all. It's cooked well. Texture is nice. Everything inside is looking fantastic. This the sunshine is kind of messing everything up for you guys. That is a good egg roll. And then we got one of these little pure leaf sweet teas here. This is my favorite. I love those sweet teas. But now it's time for the main event, guys. Let's go ahead and open up this thing. Christmas style. Look at this, guys. They made this stuff in front of you. Look at the steam coming off of this thing, boy. How many restaurants you go to and you have the steam just coming off like that? None. I'll wait. Yep. Let me get my thumbnail. All right, I'm done. All right, so it's a little sunny outside today, man. So we got some vegetables, mixed vegetables inside here. We got some bourbon chicken, which I have not had bourbon chicken in like legitimate, probably like 5 or 6 years. I stopped eating it. But the everything is small, man. It's got some white rice, mixed vegetables, and the bourbon chicken. So let's go ahead and get one of these little morsels here for the bourbon chicken. That's what it's looking like right there for you guys. Tag on sunlight, boy. But man, it looks tasty as AF. Man, this is so fresh. Got some carrots. Boy. You know what? Honestly, I see why this restaurant has almost pretty much perfect 5 stars on Yelp. I see why. Now I know. So I'm going to be doing my little paragraph on Yelp as well. Man. Everything's so fresh. I haven't had fresh food like this in a long time. This is fantastic. Oh my God. They're not paying me to say this at all. Ooh. That's hot. So good, guys. So good. This bourbon chicken is freaking tastic, man. Look at all this. My compliment to the chef. So, with the bourbon chicken, everything, and the egg roll is like $2.50. My bourbon chicken with everything here, create your own, or whatever the case might be. Not really create your own. $11.99. I'm thinking the price is right. This is good. For what I got, I think the price is right. And judging in the area that we're in, this is an expensive area, guys. Woo! This is fantastic, guys. I highly would recommend this place. Highly. I'm not sure if it's any kind of a I'm not sure if it's a franchise. I think it is a franchise, but if you have a my Asian grill in your area, check them out. It's so good. I think I found me a new favorite place, guys. Legit. But that's all I got here for you guys here today. And as always, I'm always looking forward to where we're going to eat next. Next meal. Where the next meal going to come from, guys? Who knows? I don't know. So if you guys let me know in the comments below what you guys would recommend. If you guys have like a different Chinese food or whatever. Pizza. Any kind of food, guys. It doesn't matter. Vegan food. Vegetarian food. Whatever kind of food. We'll try to get it. All right. But just knowing some areas, a lot of these restaurants are closing down. So, you might not be able to find something somewhere. And it might be open somewhere else. You know what I mean? A lot of restaurants are closing down because the business is not that good nowadays. But I'll try to do my best to facilitate that. Depending on what you Swillies recommend. But as always, guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to tell a friend, and tell another friend about the channel. Because we're trying to grow over here, guys. And that's what it is. We out. Peace.